Hey everybody, for those of you that don't know, my name's Hoopy. Today we're going to be working on prepping my homemade flatbed here for sideboards. And it's pretty simple. What we're going to start on is I need to cut this 4-inch C-channel in 4-inch pieces. And we're going to put 2 on each side of the bed. And we're also going to put 2 in the rear of the bed. And then I'm going to build some sideboards to stick on here so that I can actually haul some stuff without it falling off. The original build of this flatbed, I built this so that you can hook straps along the entire edge of this. That's why I didn't put stake pockets on it. Didn't think I'd need sideboards. Well, I need sideboards. I haul a lot of loose shit that I just throw in here, and that would be great instead of putting it in the cab. So that's why we're doing this. Well, first thing I need to do is figure out where I'm going to put these things. Ideally, I'd like one of those stake pockets to be right here. But, you know, that's kind of in the way. Which, that's going to be a redesign later on, too. I think I'm going to end up moving it up to right here and put a pipe down in and running it back. And I'll put something over it to cover it to keep stuff from hitting it. But, for now, I need to work around that. 16 inches to center. So we'll say if I put that stake pocket 19 inches there, 19 inches to there, that wouldn't look too bad, I guess. That's what we'll do. Off the front corner of the bed, we'll go 16 inches. And then we'll do 16 inches back off the back. And that'll be to the back of the stake pockets. I really like those Milwaukee markers. They work really good for writing on stuff, but they don't, I haven't found any that write on anything black. These silver Sharpies. There's the bee's knees comes to that stuff. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and start grinding paint off here. So I can cut these and weld them in here. I guess I could mark this and put it in the bandsaw and let it start cutting while I'm doing this. So I'm not sure how much of that got recorded and what didn't. But I went ahead and welded 2 things on here, and I thought I had the camera recording. Anyhow, welds didn't turn out too bad. They laid in there pretty good. I got 4 more of these to go ahead and weld on here. So I'm gonna get that done. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me do this. And I'll show you what I got when I'm done. All right, well, we got that far today. I got all 6 of those welded on there. Whenever I built this bed originally, my father-in-law tried to talk me into doing this, and I just didn't want to. He said, you're going to want sideboards, and at the time, yeah, I wished I could have, but I didn't want to do this because I didn't like the way it looked, and I still don't. I'm not crazy about it. If I did it, I don't have the time to do what I want. And what I would have rather have done would have been cut holes here for the stakes to go down in, so that this way there wouldn't have been, my bed sides would have stayed smooth. And if I ever get time to do it, I can go back later on and cut these off and whatever. I'm not out much. But for now, this is going to get me for what I need. I'm going to go ahead and spray some paint on here. It's going to look like hell, but if I don't put paint on it, my buddy Tom will give me hell for it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some paint on here, and I'll be back on this tomorrow whenever I got some boards. All right, it's next day. We're back in here for part 2. I stopped and got me some 2 by 10 by 8s. And we've also got our 3-inch C-channel. So I'm going to get ready, mark these out, and I'm going to cut this into 1-foot lengths. And those are going to be my standards that go down inside my stake pockets. And my boards are going to bolt to it. And it ought to be pretty good here. So here's one of my standards already cut, and I gotta take the grinder and just take a wee little bit off these ears, but then they'll slide right down in here, and my board's gonna bolt to the back side of it. And they'll just drop right in, and wherever I stop grinding, that's where they'll stop, and that's where my board's gonna sit. So I went ahead and measured this side board right here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and then we'll work on grinding those down. And that'll sit on there just like that. That ought to look pretty good. That'll give me 9¼ inches of side rail. I'll be able to throw the fishing poles and stuff in here and they not blow out going down the road. I don't think it's going to look too hateful. I just realized I wasn't recording while I was grinding that, but... And like that. Didn't have to take much off, just a little bit. But that 3-inch C-channel fits right inside that 4-inch. Solid. Ain't going nowhere. Alright, I got all 6 of these ground down where they fit in here good. So next up, I'm going to mark my holes that I'm going to drill to put my bolts through. This is going to come up onto this board. Down about 1 inch, right at 1 inch below the top of the board. So our top hole we're going to put at 2.5, and the bottom hole we're going to put down here at 6.5. And we're going to do that on all of them. I'll probably just set this up in the drill press and go that route. It's going to be the easiest. And I'm going to center them this way as well. Right over 1.5 inches. Alright, now that I got my holes drilled in my standards, it's pretty simple. I just set the board up here, make sure it's where I want it, and I'm going to drill through here. And just make sure that this stick, ow, that's hot. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shove my bolts through here and get these bolted on. I wish I had 2.5, but all I got is 2s. But I think I can make it work for now. And like that, there's that side board. And it slides in and out pretty easy. Like it's supposed to. I screwed up. I should have painted these standards first. So I'm going to have to take this back off so I can paint these again. I'm going to go ahead and paint the other ones while they're off, and then I will go ahead and bolt them up to the boards. So I'm going to get that done, and I'll show you what I got when I'm done with it. And like that is how you become a Ninja Warrior. Oh wait, wrong story. That is how I did the sideboards on my truck. And I think they turned out pretty good, if I do say so myself. The only thing I'm not real thrilled about is this right here, because I designed the bed to go up like that. Again, that's why I said if I had it to do it, I would cut holes over here, and that would move this board back to the inside of this board, and that would put it on the inside of this. That may be future, but for now, this will work and get me what I need. And I do have a plate that covers my fifth wheel. I never welded hinges to it though, so it just lays in there. But yeah, all in all, I think that this turned out really well. I mean, it wasn't real expensive either. I think I had like 40 bucks in all the steel and another 30 in the boards, I want to say. So, there you go. So, there's putting sideboards on my old truck. If you're already one of my subscribers, I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you would. Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, when it rains, it pours. Anybody that's a subscriber to my channel, they know that I haven't had any good luck with vehicles here lately. And this here is my personal vehicle, my 02 Ford F250 Power Stroke with a 7.3 in it. And I went to leave work today, and one of the guys was messing with me, and I decided I'd give him a little smoke and mashed it. And well, just as soon as that turbo lit, I heard a big loud pop and the truck shut off. And then the rest of the way home, I had 0 boost pressure and it was whistling really loud. So I believe I blew a turbo boot, or at least I'm hoping that's all it was. This thing's still ticking because it's hot because I just drove it home. Well, not hot, but warm. So I'm going to let it sit here and cool down a little bit, and we're going to look around here and try to figure it out. My guess is it's not going to be one of these top two for sure, but it's probably going to be one of the lower ones. I don't think it's that one there either. So, yeah, we gotta find the other one down underneath. So I crawled down underneath the truck here, and looking up, first thing I could see was all that oil right there. So, anyhow, right there, you can see that boot. And we're in luck, I do believe. Because if you look right there, I don't think the boot itself blew. I think the pipe blew out of it. So we might be in real good luck here. Looks like she's had a little oil on her and might have loosened herself up some. So, yeah, once this cools down a little bit, we're going to pop that off there and clean it up real good and inspect it. Well, I went ahead and got that boot pulled out of there. As you can see, it's not blue. It's not blue. It didn't blow. So, I'm just going to clean this up with some Dawn and some water. Some Dawn dish soap, get the oil off of it. I don't want to use brake clean on this rubber. And then on the charge pipe and stuff, I will take a rag, spray it down with brake cleaner, and wipe them good and clean. And we'll get this thing reinstalled here. Well, got my boot all cleaned up nice and shiny. Went ahead and took the brake cleaner and rag to those charge pipes. Got them cleaned up. So we'll reinstall this and see if we got boost pressure back. Well, it took me a minute of fighting, but I got her back on there finally. Let's fire the old girl up and see if we can give her some throttle and she'll put any boost out. Yeah, she built a little bit of boost. This truck doesn't boost unless it's really under a load, but I can get it up to like 28 PSI roughly, 27, 28. That needle will bury itself up here coming up a hill. So it does pretty good for an old 7.3. So, as you can see by that boost gauge there, you know, it did pick up a little bit. Like I said, it don't build boost unless you're really getting on it. And I have to come uphill to get home. And coming up the hill, 0 boost, blowing black smoke, EGTs going through the roof. So, that there should have took care of my problem. So if you guys like videos like this, go check out the rest of my channel. Thanks for watching.